Alright, are we recording? It looks like we're recording. I guess I can't tell. Camera view. Anyways, thanks for tuning in again, guys. This is Red Tail Ray. I wanted to give a quick shout out to WEN products. So if you didn't know, and if you haven't seen the video, back in January of 2020, before any of this crazy stuff happened, I went ahead and assembled this workbench. Something up here. This is a rolling workbench. I've got the WEN 9-inch drill press, I got the mini lathe, and then I got the 9-inch tiled up bandsaw, all in casters. I got a video about that. But to complement that are these three tools. I really needed an upgrade for my drill. The drill I'd been using for the last 10 years was this Performax PX18. Did just recently have to charge it up, and it still works, but it's been caked with stuff. It feels like it's got at least 2 or 3 pounds. It's heavy, it's big, and looking at them side by side, like obviously having a nice smaller drill is very nice. So back in January 15th, January 16th, I completed my order. Either through Amazon, I think I got for the actual drill press and the lathe, the 3420 lathe, and then the bandsaw and the drill I actually got from their, I'm not sure which one it was. Maybe it was the lathe and the bandsaw. Anyways, one of them was from actual WEN, the company, down in Illinois, not too far away from Minnesota. And they had them in kind of like clearance because they were doing an upgraded model. If I remember right, the lathe was getting rid of the circuit breaker button or something, so the lathe definitely for sure was from their website. But either way, if you order from Amazon, it's actually them selling through Amazon. So, long story short, we're doing a bathroom remodel, and the drill blew up. This drill blew up. We, for whatever reason, couldn't get the actual drywall screwer to do a lot of things and actually get in and leverage those screws in. So I was using this on full torque to try to get some of that stuff in. And before that, I just used this for finishing the kids' treehouse earlier this spring, drilling kydex, small wood project, birdhouses, etc., household projects around workshop projects. You guys have been to my workshop. I do all kinds of crazy stuff. But I recently started having trouble within the last couple of weeks, or even on full torque or any settings, it would go like nothing was engaging. I'll hook a battery up to it now, and I'm sure it's not going to work. But on the last day, about 3 days ago, you see the battery indicator down here, and the light flashes, and then nothing happens. So a circuit blew inside, or something happened where it got overloaded, and it started actually smoking out the back vents like electrical smoke, and was tossed, absolutely tossed. Less than a year old, wasn't very happy. I haven't abused it. I honestly hadn't abused it. So moving forward, this just showed up in the mail today. Full power, brand new, works great with the old battery and the old charger. Called WEN customer, yeah, see the sparks? Called WEN customer support. I did end up having to wait about 25 minutes on hold. I'm not a fan of the online stuff. I feel Netiquette is dead these days. I feel the times um, are just such that you actually talk to a real person and you actually get real results. That's why I don't have Comcast cable anymore, because that's just a joke. Same with a lot of other things right now. Handshakes mean a lot, and phone call for me in this circumstance made a difference. So I sat on hold for a little bit, and again, as a stay-at-home dad and a tinkerer, not a professional woodworker, not a professional construction worker, none of that stuff. I just tinker with stuff, and I make things happen. I create stuff. I'm a maker, I guess, a very small-minded maker compared to some of the guys out there. But I sat on hold for 25 minutes, talked to a guy named Mike, I think his name was Matt, Mike, something like that, started with an M. I said, hey, I'm trying to pull up my emails. Back in January 15, I had this order confirmation, and then my computer started blowing up, and I couldn't actually view the emails, and I was like, well, hey, I bought the mini lathe, the drill press, and the bandsaw. Can you look on your guys' Amazon store or look me up by my stuff? And he wasn't able to find anything, and I was freaking out. So they just waited, and I was like 25 in queue and 20 in queue, and going down and down. When you're sitting on hold, they actually let you know how far you are in line in their queue. And I said, well, hey, can you look up at least, if I send you a link or if I tell you to look up my workbench build from back in February-ish, when I got all this stuff assembled, with the drill press and the mini lathe and the bandsaw, and how cool everything was. I got 4 of your products. I've been promoting your stuff. You guys completely abolished your ad program or affiliate program that I was actually kind of banking on when I started this. They stopped that in 2019, which I didn't know ahead of time before getting this stuff, but the stuff was cheap, but they stood behind their product. Couldn't give him, or he couldn't look up for whatever reason. Even trying to find the emails, my computer wasn't cooperating. The confirmation, the order number, the delivery number, all that stuff, couldn't find any of it. Could not give him actually any of it. I said, can you look me up on YouTube at least? He said, don't even worry about it. I believe you. Sent me out this thing. It showed up in 2 days. 2 days. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. There you go. That's what I know. It showed up this afternoon. I was not expecting any packages. I honestly didn't believe that he was going to follow through with that, or they weren't going to follow through with that. Didn't get a tracking number, didn't get any kind of confirmation number. I said, at the end of the phone call, I was like, what do you want me to do with this? He said, well, throw it in the garbage, keep it for parts, try to rebuild it if you want. Some people try to rebuild stuff, or fix it and sell the new one, or whatever you want to do with it. Don't care, we don't want it back. I said, okay. So, long story short, WEN stands behind their product. Granted, they're not the company they used to be way back in the day, and they do sell the Chinesium stuff without even an order number or confirmation number. They sent me a brand new hand drill. Let's see how this goes. We'll see if this one lasts even a year, with very, very light use. Again, I'm not like a professional, framer or anything like that. This thing has been sitting here in the workshop for months, basically. Very light use, drilling plastic and small bits of wood. So we'll see. But I will say, I do want to give props to them right now, at least, for fixing this issue. So that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in again. I appreciate all you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.